Hi everyone, and welcome to another video from the Raspberry Pi for the older generation. Adventures in Tech. Hope this video finds you all well. And in this video we're going to be carrying on with our Arduino. And I don't know if you remember in the last video we had a quick look at the board and a quick look at the integrated development environment. Now what we're going to do today, we're going to test that it all works. We're going to test that it all works. All right. Now, don't forget, if you haven't got your kits, your boards, your modules, I've got a link down below to SunFounder. It's an affiliate link and it helps me out a little bit. Okay. So let's go to overhead. Right. Now, remember I told you in the last video about the pins, and I told you that on pin 13, it's an LED, a liquid emitting diode, something like that. LED on pin 13. What we're going to do, we're going to use that pin to test that our board works. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come over to our IDE. Another quick overview. Remember, we got our toolbar, and we need to check that our board is connected, or if you haven't connected your board, to connect it. Arduino Uno COM3. All right, we can tell it's on COM3. If you haven't got that, you need to select other board and port. All right. Okay. Once you've done it once, normally it auto connects. All right. And down here, Arduino Uno on COM3. Okay, got two parts of a Arduino sketch, and that's the void setup. That's a function. The way we can tell it's a function, it's got opening and closed brackets. And we got the void loop. All right, again, a function, opening and closed brackets. In the setup, we put the code that we want to only be executed once. And in the loop, we put the code that we want to be repeated and looped constantly. All right. The first part of the program is in the curly brackets, brackets on and curly brackets off. So the void setup goes within there, and the void loop goes within the opening and closing curly brackets in the void loop function. Later on, we'll be putting in some attributes. They normally go above the void setup, but we'll forget that at the moment. So we want to test that our board is working. Now, I told you in the last video that Arduino has a lot of its own functions. Although it's based on C++, it has a lot of its own functions. And we're going to have a look at another 3 of those today. Okay. And the first one is pin mode, capital M on the mode, and it's brackets on. Oops, sorry, and it's brackets on. Okay, that puts in our closing curly brackets. All right, so pin mode, what pin are we using? We're using pin 13. All right, comma, space, and what do we want? Input or output? It's an output, all capitals. All right, now it's given us our closing bracket, so we go outside that. At the end of a line of code in C++, we put a semicolon. All right, that's all we need in the void setup at this moment. So it's opened this section and we've closed it with curly brackets. Right, now we need to go to our void loop, another function. Digital, right, again, bumpy text, capital on the W. All right, brackets on. All right, it's going to be 13 again, comma, and we want it to start off high. The brackets closed, semicolon. Okay, so what that's doing, that's telling the Arduino that we want to apply voltage to pin 13. All right, we want to make it high. We're going to apply voltage. And now, how long do we want the voltage to be sent to pin 13? We put a delay. All right, again, another function, brackets on, brackets off. On this occasion, we'll do it for a minute. Remember, we use milliseconds, okay? So it's 1000. All right, come outside the brackets, semicolon. We want another digital write. All right, again, a function, brackets on, okay, 13, comma, space. This time we want it to go low. The brackets are already for us, and semicolon. So what we want to do here is we want to, wouldn't be bad if I could spell digital. Okay, we want the power to be turned off. And we'll put another delay in that. Another function of a second. Come outside, semicolon. So this is our loop. This will keep going and going and going until we stop it, we switch it off. So what we can do, we can verify our code. But you need to do this, but if you've got a long code, you need to see if there's any errors. All right, so we verify the code, compiling the sketch. Remember, they're called sketches in Arduino. Compiling the sketch, everything's hunky-dory. Okay, no issues. If we had issues, they come up down here. And we can now upload the sketch to the Arduino. So we press the arrow. You can see it's compiling the sketch down here. Comes up, uploading, done. Now, okay, done uploading. Right, shall we have a look? Now, as you can see on our Arduino, just here, you can see the LED on pin 13. You can see it there. Okay, and it's on for a second, off for a second. Okay, on, off, on, off. Right, now what we can do, we can change that. So let's try 900. Let's try 100. That's going to be on for 9 of a second, off for 1/10 of a second. Okay, let's upload it. I'll just show you that code. What I've changed, 900 to 100, compiling the sketch. All right, and it's uploaded. Now, let's go back to the Arduino, and here you can see on, off, on, off, on, off, on. What we do now, let's change it. Let's put that on 800, an eighth of a second, and we can do that a second. So you can change these to whatever you want. Let's download it. Compiling sketch. Boom, boom, boom. It's done compiling, uploading, done uploading. Let's go back to overhead. Can't see a lot of difference. Can't see a lot of difference. But you can see it changes. Let's go back to the Arduino. Let's do it 200. 200. So it should blink really fast. Should blink really fast. Let's upload it. Upload the sketch. There we go. Uploading the sketch. Okay. So let's go back to our overhead. And then you can see it blinking. Okay. 0.02 of a second. On and off, on and off. Right, great. Okay. You've written your first Arduino C++ program or sketch. Play about with them numbers. We've also tested that the board works. So just play around. That is your first Arduino sketch. All right. Thanks a lot. And I'll see you in the next video. Stay well. Bye-bye.